She did what? No way. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I have to do a video for my students. And so we'll gossip later. Talk later. Okay? All right. Okay. Ciao. Ciao. Bye. Hey students, welcome back to my channel. I can't see anything, so I'm going to take these really cool glasses off and put my real eyes on so I can see what's going on here. And you know what? We're going to play the game Two Truths and a Lie. So, about me, two truths and a lie. See if you can tell which one is the lie. What did I do? I jumped out of a perfectly working plane, perfectly functioning plane as a tandem jumper. Yeah, that's one. Number two, I rode a bull in San Francisco. Yeah, okay. Number three, I interviewed the celebrity, the singer-songwriter, Art Garfunkel. Yeah, okay, those are my two truths and a lie. Let's see if you know which one is the lie. And we'll talk about that later. Okay, but for right now, Chapter 9. Chapter 9 is titled, How Do People Decide Who to Trust and Not Trust? Who to believe and not believe in the media. Okay, so that's what we're kind of talking about and going over and all that. Let me fix my top here. I like the scallops. Those are kind of fun. Okay, so yeah, I've been writing, like you all know, for 25 years. Newspapers, magazines, blogs even, you name it, I've been writing. And all of my editors for the newspapers and magazines, they have all fact-checked my work. So whenever I write an article, they go through it with a fine-tooth comb. And they want to make sure that what they are putting out through their publication is true. And it's also part of our code of ethics. We have to speak the truth and write the truth. And same for TV broadcast news journalists. They write their own material, by the way. So what they're saying on air is what they actually wrote out and edited and fact-checked. And they and then they read it. It looks like they're not reading, but they are. They have a teleprompter. But so they also have editors and people who check their work and make sure that they're putting out the truth. So, you know, how is it that you can decide? How do you, as a media consumer, decide whether what you are reading or listening to on TV or on the radio is the truth or, you know, fake news? So, yeah, you know, we just watched the movie, what's it called? It's right here. Shattered Glass. You guys all watched that movie about Stephen Glass. And, you know, many of his articles that he wrote, I think there was about 13 out of the number of, somewhere around there, I could be wrong. You could fact check that. How many articles that he falsified, that they were fake. Some of them didn't really harm anybody because he made up these people's names. So how is somebody hurting? The one entity that did hurt was the actual news magazine, because when people read it and realize that those were falsified, fake articles that he wrote, now the readers are going to believe, well, think that they are not, all of the articles might be wrong. How do they know that? Because of this guy, Stephen Glass. So he ruined temporarily the reputation of that magazine, The New Republic. And so when the book, our textbook, Chapter 9, talks about, you know, catfish and what that is, and the guy that created the movie and the series Catfish, kind of an online dating thing. And, you know, when you're lied to, what happens is that destroys trust. So you don't have any trust in that person or that magazine or that news broadcast or whatever is whatever entity is lying to you. So lies destroy trust, and truth builds trust. So when somebody believes you, or they believe an entity or company, They've built that trust over years because they've fact checked, they've verified, they have vetted that information. Also in our textbook, it talks about the reasons for why people or organizations, news organizations, what their purpose is in producing the news. And when I say news, I also mean entertainment, sports, fashion. That's all news. And so the purpose, there's actually, I always taught 4, but they've added 2 more, which I agree with in this text. And one is to inform. You might want to write this down too, because it could be on a quiz down the road. Who knows? But number 1, to inform. So the purpose of the media outlet is to inform. To persuade, number 2. Persuade your readers or your viewers to do something, take action. Number 3 is to entertain. Yes, we put out information through the media to entertain others. And number 4, to teach. I learn something new every day, and I love learning something new every day. It's so fun. And then they've added 2 more, which makes sense. One is to make money. Obviously, I have to pay rent for this place, right? I have to pay for my food. I have to pay for my clothing with the cute scallops. You can put media content out there to make money, right? And then also for self-expression, which I think that kind of falls under the persuade, maybe even teach categories. But self-expression is another reason why people put out, authors, the purpose of why they're putting that out into the world to be consumed through media. So, okay, so back to did I cover everything? I just wanted to do a short little blurby thingy. So writing for newspapers and magazines, my editors, they fact check everything. However, anything that's put on social media is not fact checked. The only way that it is fact checked is by maybe a media consumer such as you reading it. You're scrolling through and you're like, that ain't right. That's not true. So that's your fact checking, and you might post and say that was not true. And here's the true part of what you just said. So that could be some form of, public fact checking, but for the most part, it's not fact checked by the creators of that social media site. So let's say you're posting on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Nextdoor, you name it, YouTube, this channel right here. Nobody's fact checking this, but maybe you are as the viewer, but nobody in the professional realm is fact checking that. So you might want to double check or rethink about what you're listening to or reading. Is that actually true? Okay, so back to my 2 truths and a lie. I kind of played a game with you here. Actually, all 3 are true. I did ride a bull. Actually, I could say that one's wrong because I rode 2 bulls. So 2 bulls in San Francisco, one on opening night at the Cow Palace. Yes, it was some media bull riding contest, and they told me that it would be fun. And I'm thinking, death. How is, no. But I came in 2nd place at the Cow Palace, so that was cool. I won a big bottle of Jack Daniels, which I never drank. And a big Ariat jacket for a guy. It was really big, but I won it, so hey. And yes, I did interview Art Garfunkel. This is singer-songwriter, and he was a great interview. Loved talking to him on the phone. I still have it recorded at his permission. And this was him when he was probably in his 20s. But when I interviewed him, he was probably in his 60s, I believe. Yes, and what was the other truth that I did tandem skydive for an article. And that was scary, but it was exciting and fun. Will I do it again? No, because I feel like I'm a survivor and I don't want to risk it anymore. Okay, that is it for today. Just a short little video, and actually it's going on 9 minutes, so it's not that short, but still fun, right? And I got to get back to that phone call. Okay, so all right, we will talk to you later. See you in the next video. Subscribe to the channel.